Hi guys, so this is going to be another video, and I think tonight is going to be about bullying, and because it's been a major thing on the news, and there's been so many kids that have taken their own lives because they feel that that's the only way out. Okay, first of all, suicide is a horrible thing. Thinking about suicide is, like, bad for your own self, and to think about suicide, it's really sad the fact that you have to think about suicide to feel that that's the only way out. When in this world, we should be able to help each other, and we shouldn't ever have to look to suicide as a problem-solving thing. You know what I mean? Um, I've I've thought of suicide a few times, but I've never ever gone through with an attempt because then I look around and just feel, all the people that would actually care if I died or took my own life. I mean, if you think that suicide is the only way out, you need to talk to somebody. You truly do. Because suicide isn't the only way out, and you're not alone. Because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of teens that all have a depression of some kind, have been bullied, have been, yelled at, have been, beat up, have been anything. And suicide really isn't the way out. Um, about that school that had the 4 suicides in within a few years in its school, really? Like, really? Like, after the first suicide, maybe, the school's like, well, we probably should work on the suicide prevention. The second one, I'd probably, like, crack down on the teachers and be like, yeah, we need to help them. After 4 suicides, I mean, four, that's 4 lives that were taken because of your own stupidity, because you don't know how to run a school, know how to take care of the precautions that need to be taken to help students succeed in life and actually go somewhere rather than take their own lives because they feel that's the only way out. How could you do that? How could you turn a blind eye on a student crying out because they needed help because you just didn't want to get involved? You didn't want to cause a problem. You didn't want to stir things around. If any of you that watch my videos have ever felt they needed suicide and want to talk about it, truly I'm here, because I will talk about it. I'm going into social working of some kind for college. I'm gonna make a change. There's no reason that any teenager should look at suicide as the only option. Bullying is ridiculous. Any type of form, cyber, physical, anything. Verbal bullying, why? If you bully somebody, do you really look at yourself and just think, man, I get a kick out of making fun of everybody else? Because I promise you, if you were bullied, you wouldn't like it very much. Yeah, you might have an issue and you might have a problem with that person, but big freaking deal. Deal with it. That's life, and that's how it's gonna go. We're gonna run into bullies all our lives, but we don't need to have the drama right now. In the years that are the hardest of our life, we don't need it. If you're a bully, you need to stop until somebody gets you, because they will. You'll become bullied, and then you'll know how everybody else feels. And that's not what I want. I want it all to end. It's very simple. Just don't bully people. And all those kids that hurt and die because they're bullied, because they're different, you're fucking ridiculous. The reason why we're different is to make sure our country isn't bland, to make sure our land isn't the same. Because if it was, everybody was the same, it'd just be stupid. There'd be no change. There'd be no problems. There'd be nothing. You'd go to work, you'd do the same job as everybody else, eat the same food, you'd like only the same food. You'd buy the same car, buy the same type of house, live in the same neighborhood. I mean, really, like, I don't understand how people can bully somebody because they're different, or because of the way they dress, or the way they talk, or if they're gay, or if they're bisexual, or if they're transgender, or if they're emo, or if they're goth, or anything. Like, really? Like, what goes through your mind where you're just like, man, that person, horrible person because they're different? I've gone through school for 12 years pretty much. I'm a senior in high school, and I've been called every name in the book. I've been called a fag, homo. I've had rumors almost every year of my high school life considering saying that I was gay or I was bisexual or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm Nick. I'm a person. And my sexuality is my own decision. And if I want to be gay, if I want to be bisexual, if I want to come out to you, I will. But right now, I'm Nick and my sexuality is Nick. I'll be anything I want to be. You're either born straight, gay, bisexual, transgender, or whatever. You don't choose it, though. It's whether you come out to people is what you choose. So, in 2 days is National Coming Out Day. I'm going to make another video that day. And I'm going to tell people that it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be different. Because the bullying needs to end. It needs to be stopped. The teens that die are it's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. But if America can't wake up, then we need other teens to take control, and they need to voice their opinions. Because I know if I lost my friend because some little douchebag wanted to pick on them, and I felt like I couldn't do anything about it, and so then they committed suicide, I know my chances of committing suicide would be ridiculously high. What amazes me is we as teens need to take antidepressants just to get through life. We're, what, 17, 18, 19, even younger than that? And we already have so many problems that we're depressed, that we have clinical depression. What is wrong with us? So I ask you, what would you do to stop the bullying?